I'm going to take you all back to the 90s. I'm taking you to a time before Netflix or Hulu streaming or Amazon Video, before Blu-rays and DVDs. This is back when we had VHS cassette tapes. I mean, as a kid growing up in 1995, I, of course, had plenty of VHS. I actually kept collecting them up until the early 2010s, and I just wanted to go back and maybe look at my old collection, do a little retro rewind over here. So everyone stay tuned right now. I'm going to do a quick little overview on my personal VHS library, do some commentary, and see what you all think. Alright, we're going to look at these wonderful VHS. My collection over here. There's my giant bin. We're going to get to that. This TV actually was my granddad's. I think he had that back in probably the early 2000s. I think he had this one right here, and it still has like the built-in like player and everything. It's got like the RCA input right here. It's got the record. That right there, you do that just in case, like, if you want to like tape something, if you were into like taping movies off TV or whatnot. And now here's the bin. We're gonna take a look. It's like there's Fantasia. This is again one of my favorite Disney movies right over here, and I've probably owned this one like a long time, probably since the 90s. And this is the first Disney movie, I think the first feature film. These are like the classic, like the 2D animated ones. This one was made in the 90s, but like still. This is okay, DreamWorks. This, anyone remember this one? Chicken Run. That was the first. That I remember. I saw this one in '99. I saw this one in theaters actually when I was a kid. I really was a big fan of I think Aardman. Aardman was the studio. They made like Wallace and Gromit and like all the other claymation ones. Like, oh, this one. This I need to actually like check this one out again. Like they're good. Ants. This is probably Woody Allen's best movie, honestly. You know, fuck Annie Hall, man. This is where it's at. Ice Age. Come on, Ice Age, right? The sequels are like terrible right here, but like this, but the first one, oh yeah, I saw this one in theaters too. These are like the bulky ones right now. All right, okay, best movie ever. Even though I did say the second one might be better, but you know, hey, it's still worth having this one right here on VHS. I saw that. Oh, I can't even count how many times I've seen this one right now. Fucking Pooh's Grand Adventure. Come on. I'm so glad if I can do this. So much nostalgia right here. There's nostalgia, man. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm trying to get these bulky ones here. Again, my favorite right here. My favorite Disney movie ever is this one. I'm not gonna see the new. I'm not seeing the new Aladdin, by the way. You don't think of like Jeremy Irons as Scar, you know, from like The Lion King, but like this, you always think of Robin Williams as the genie. I mean, he was great, of course, right? Princess Jasmine was actually my first crush, but anyway, I think this is the last DreamWorks one I have too. Is Shrek. I mean, this isn't a good cover though. It's kind of like they're just like chilling there. Cover, look at how good that is. Look at how like epic that looks right there. You know. I mean, it's good, great movie, but come on. Okay, you know, this is like my holy grail. Okay, Star Wars, like that, the complete box set right there. This was like the last time they ever came. They were released on like home video, the non-specialized editions. Oh yeah, you got like, I mean, come on, let me just take them all out. Empire. I mean, these are fun to like put on the VHS and see like the old grain, and like it brings like classic like throwback right over here. I mean, Return of the Jedi. I don't know why Yoda's on the cover if he's only in it for like 3 minutes, but there's also a booklet that came with it, but I don't know, it might have gotten lost when I moved out of my grandpa's house. So much like nostalgia right over here, you know. That's what they look like. They're all like trophies to me, all these things right over here. We got like, okay, Saving Private Ryan. I forgot that this was two VHS tapes. If I had the Titanic, my Titanic VHS, I don't think I have that here. That was also, I remember as a kid, like, oh my gosh, you need 2 cassettes to put this one in. It says special limited edition on it, but what does that mean? What is that? You know, what's the deal with all the ultimate edition, special edition? Like, oh man, look at all that right there. And we're not even done. I have more. Okay, Kevin Smith's big debut. This is actually I hate to say, like the only. I think this is the only Kevin Smith movie I've actually Chasing Amy. That one's okay, but this one, oh boy, this is totally worth having in your collection. I actually have not ever seen Liar Liar. I don't know. I mean, Jim Carrey's kind of like hit and miss for me. I mean, there's another Jim Carrey movie that we're gonna talk about in a minute that I like a lot more. But this one, maybe next time I lose my internet, I'll have this thing to keep me coming. And this one, Point Break. This is actually a really good movie. The Muppet Movie. Yo, man, this was. Oh my gosh. The Muppet Movie, man. I haven't seen this. Is I think the only. They made a few more, but this is the one. This is the one that I saw the most, definitely. Especially, I think I watched it. I mean, maybe even like this wasn't just when I was a kid. I think when I was like in my I might have even been like 14. That was the last time I think I might have actually watched the Muppet Movie just to rewatch it, and I still. It's still pretty funny. I remember it holding up or whatnot, but. You gotta embrace the child in you, sometimes, right? Right, Come on, the animals. Look how cute those guys are, right? Milo knows I'm taking that one in there. This is not something you should have on VHS, because this is Stanley Kubrick. This is something you need to get, like, in Blu-ray right here. It's so funny. I actually, it's crazy. I wasn't really into this. I really wasn't into this one like the first time I saw this. A lot of his movies are like that, But okay, Collateral, again, not good, not really worth having on VHS. Get the Blu-ray, obviously. I mean, most of these you should get the Blu-ray, but still, this one has a great job on with Jamie Foxx right here. I mean, it's got action, it's got drama, it takes place at night in the city. Totally my kind of thing all the way. It was okay. More Jim Carrey, The Mask, good stuff. Again, it's been a minute since I've seen this one. Good stuff though. This is good. This is good. I don't think I've seen either of these. Starman with Jeff Bridges is great though. Jeff Bridges. This is by John Carpenter, too. I still haven't seen Starman. I haven't seen this one. Won Best Picture. That's the Oscars, though. It's probably not that good. What's called Coen Brothers. Look at that, Coen Brothers right there. Miller's Crossing. Oh man, this I need to actually go back. Miller's Crossing I'm gonna have to rewatch. Actually, I'm putting this in like a separate pile right now. But we've got that. We've got Citizen Kane. Oh yeah, you see how pretentious that is. I don't have The Godfather in VHS, but this one you gotta put it somewhere in like your collection. You know. Wayne's World. Yeah, back when Mike Myers was, when he was like good, you know what I mean? Like what happened to Mike Myers? He was in One Bad. He was in like The Love Guru or something, and then that was the end of his career. Like, come on, man, give the guy a break, right? There's and this. I'm not even like a big sports guy. I'm not like that crazy about sports movies, but like Hoosiers though. Hoosiers is good. Is good. I know that like they have Gene Hackman, he plays this coach that's sort of based off like Bobby Knight apparently. I think he has the inspiration because it's set in like Indiana. Again, Gene Hackman's the man. He kills it in everything. But let me just try to go through these quick. We got Jerry Maguire, Ed Wood. Oh man, this is I can go on about this too. I think I heard about this from Cinemassacre. James Rolfe, if you know his channel when he did movie reviews, he was the one that actually mentioned he did the Ed Woodathon. And I really love this. I've seen this one a few times, actually. Apollo 13. A classic. Definitely a classic. Alright, let's see what we have here. Okay, my favorite Jim Carrey performance. I mean, he pulls off the comedic instinct, but also like the sinister, tone. Because I was a big fan of the books, too. I might even do a whole review on this one right here, because I still like this one. This I've seen maybe 10, maybe 15 times right now since I was like a little kid. I still like this. Aliens. Yes, of course. Better. This is another one. Better than the first one. Aliens. I like this one better than the first. You can debate me on it, but this has like all the action, man. Silence of the Lambs. Right. What kind of collection is complete with this one? Brothers. Oh, John Belushi. I need to get Animal House on VHS. That would be perfect. Okay, Spielberg. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Of course. I don't know if this has that deleted scene in it where he makes like the giant plateau, but you gotta have this one in the collection. Oh, it's 7. This is David Fincher. I think this is what he likes to refer to as his first movie because Alien 3 isn't good. I know, but he didn't like Alien 3. But this was like the one that really like put him on the map right here. And I think he's probably one of the best directors like now, still like doing movies. Thelma and Louise. I know I'm not too big into Ridley Scott. That's like the crazy thing. People look at me like I don't like Gladiator. I wasn't crazy about that, or he did that. He's done. I mean I like Alien, but this one is alright. Maybe I'll check it out again. Maybe I will. Back when M. Night Shyamalan was directing good movies, man. Definitely, worth having stuff. Apparently, the kid who was in this has a new show out right now. He's in like Future Man, like a recent. So I'm glad to see he's like not doing like big roles now. But I'm glad he's still on the map. We didn't forget about you. We didn't forget about you. Haley Joel Osment. James L. Brooks. Yeah, this is by James L. Brooks. Also a good one. Got Jack Nicholson, as good as it gets. Really funny movie, really endearing, really captures it. James L. Brooks has a good sense of humor. Oh wow, we've got Die Hard on VHS. I know that this looks a little controversial right here. Maybe I won't say too much about that cover. Anyway, one of my favorite movies, probably of all time, is Memento. This I've seen again. I remember I first saw it. I think in 2011. I got this, and I've loved it ever since. It really had me thinking for like a long time, and it really I was on a really interesting cusp in my life. When I'm like getting mature and like really getting like how movies work as like an art or a non-conventional way of storytelling. Oh, and then Christopher Nolan. While we're on the topic, Insomnia. Insomnia is also really good. The only movie I think where Robin Williams actually plays a villain, and I wouldn't have made him the first choice, but he does great. He does really good, and so do Al Pacino and Hilary Swank. Very, very great. Really good detective thriller right over here. It really makes you think. You think he made that one like right after I think Memento. They came out around like the same time. So like early 2000s Christopher Nolan, before he was using like special effects, and he had like different ways of storytelling. But it's still really good. Still really good. Oh yeah, back to Haley Joel Osment. Oh yeah, and like artificial intelligence. Again, this one gets a lot of hate. I don't think it deserves as much hate. I think this is kind of underrated, believe it or not. Again, Adam Sandler's best movie right over here, Punch Drunk Love. This is great right over here, this movie. I've also like P.T. Anderson movies. I can watch them again and again. They have a lot of depth right here to this. So love this movie. Okay, last handful, the last like stack right over here. We've got Men in Black, cult classic right over here. Men in Black. I know they're remaking it apparently. Like, oh my gosh. No, it's a pretty cool franchise. Back when Will Smith and all that. Also a good movie, Almost Famous. Love it. Oh, one of my favorites right here. What about? I used to watch this a lot with my family when we were growing up, like early 2000s. This one's a classic right here. Also by Frank Oz. Both are of the same director, Frank Oz, who did Yoda from Star Wars. He's good. But Dirty Rotten Scoundrels it's about a con artist. Those two are actually probably one of two of my favorite movies right here. And of course, Star Trek, Wrath of Khan. And that's how we ended right over here.
Well, there you go, everyone. There is my VHS collection. Who knows? Maybe I'll add more to it at some point. I'll try to look at flea markets, garage sales. And hey, maybe they'll start making a VHS revival and release some new films on tape. That would be actually pretty awesome. Hope you found it nostalgic. I hope you guys enjoyed.